What's up everybody, and thank you for joining me for another video. My name is Whack4863, but you can call me Whack. In today's video, we are going to cover some of the things that came up during the Funcom live stream, and I'd like to say I am so excited to have these live streams back. Hopefully they will be able to start doing them on a more regular basis, keep the community up to date on what's going on. But jumping right into it, here you can see the new DLC that's coming. Now, the new DLC is coming on May 7th, right alongside the Followers 2 update. Now, if you're not familiar with the Followers 2 update, I've been posting test live videos for some time now, and you should go back and watch those so that you can get up to speed on everything that's coming with this new DLC and with the update that is coming again on May 7th. So let's go over the DLC and what all is included in it. If you watched my video where I talked about the leaked video that ended up on YouTube about a week ago, then you know I said there was 94 building pieces in it. I was wrong. It's 49. I transposed those numbers in my memory, so I'm sorry about that. But we have 49 building pieces, 18 placeables, 3 new saddles, 3 new armors, and 9 new weapons, of which you can see on the screen now. And the influence is a Greek influence from Greece. You know, very water themed, very cool. They did mention in the live stream that the building pieces were designed to go right alongside Aquilonian building pieces. And you can see how they could be used side by side and be pretty seamless. So that is very cool. As for the helmets, I gave you guys some examples of what I thought they kind of looked like, and you can see those comparisons on the screen right now. But I think I kind of got close here, guys, but still, there's the differentiation for you.
So heavy has vitality, the medium has grit, and light has strength.
Moving on to the rather swift tour that we get of this base build, you can see, as I stated, that we have both the curved ceiling pieces and the flat ceiling pieces, as well as the fountains that I mentioned. There are a total of 3 fountains. One of them is stated to be a statue in the live stream, but at least 2 fountains and a quote larger statue, which will be coming up here shortly. And you can see there are just a ton of different statues. There's the braziers, there's the fountain with the light sources there, larger brazier there, the floor standing one, a lot of different carpets and wall hanging. Here is the they call it a statue, but it's a fountain, fountain, statue, statue, fountain. Very, very cool. And this is actually the one that I stated in my previous video that would make me buy this DLC. That's the one that I was talking about. I absolutely love that particular placeable, that particular statue, whatever you want to call it. Very nice. But here's the flat ceiling pieces, or the flat roof pieces in there. And then we get a quick peek at the different pillars that are available. 3 different pillars. And this is the first time they've done pillars in this style. So there's your standard single pillar. And then we have these largers, which actually have a bottom, a middle section, and a top section, which is very, very cool. I like the different color variations there. Now, if we go back to this particular placeable, the fountain or the statue, whichever one you want to call it, you can see on the left that was what I thought the inspiration behind this fountain came from, and you can see the fountain on the right there. I absolutely love this particular piece and just wanted to highlight it one more time. Moving on to the saddles and a little bit more building here, you can see the 3 different type of saddles here. Very, very cool, very nice. They did talk a little bit about being able to dye the saddles and that should be a function or a feature, but who knows? We'll just have to see when the patch comes out, whether that's a possibility or not. And they highlighted a little bit more about the curved pieces, kind of being able to make some really cool looking waterways and different things with those, kind of make it feel like a canal. Obviously, there's no boats or anything like that, so you know, it's a little bit lost there, but still very, very cool looking pieces. And I really like the fact that we're getting both the curved pieces and the flat pieces for roofing options with this DLC.
Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of questions about PvP balancing. If we want to touch up on that a little bit.
That's an exciting subject, sure.
But I guess they're just asking about like what if we have any plans for, you know, future balancing to PvP.
Yes, yeah. So the first thing we're looking at is Thrall balance. I mentioned this before. The Thralls are a bit strong right now, and are just followers in general. So we're working on Thrall balance. I think that's one of the first things we need to do. It's not fun when you're walking around and a Thrall just comes and one-shots you. You know, like here comes Cimmerian Berserker with a two-hander, and he just cut me in half. So we are working on it. It's just these things take some time. So we will have a first pass in the patch after this. So if we have to hotfix, it won't be included in that. But the very one after that will be have our first. I would say it's not a half solution, but it's the first step to getting us where we want to be.
So it's no surprise in my mind that we have a what looks to be a Thrall nerf. I mean, he didn't come straight out and say that they're going to nerf the strength and the vitality and all those different things of the Thralls, but he implied that basically we will see some sort of revamp that makes the Thralls less powerful, less strong, less relied upon by the players. And I've mentioned it in previous live streams or videos where I stated that the Thralls are getting an AI overhaul. So if they react better, if the AI reacts better, if they work better as a whole in the game, then maybe they don't need to be as powerful, right? So they don't bug out, they don't lose their brain and wonder what they're supposed to be doing, then they don't necessarily need to be as strong. Now, I'm not sure that it's going to go all the way to the point where a player is not one-shotted by, say, a Cimmerian Berserker wielding a Sword of Crom. However, we are going to see something, and my hope is that Funcom takes a slow approach to this. So he mentioned the patch following this patch, not a hotfix or anything like that, but an actual patch will come later on where they start implementing these things. And I would just caution them to take baby steps, make sure it hits test live, get all of the feedback that you can before you take this to the live version of the game and absolutely decimate or crush Thralls in the live version.
Any plans to improve the Purge system with new features or general improvements?
I think first with Purges, we need to just fix it. So we're working on some systems now for making NPCs attack buildings more consistently. That might not be in the Thrall or the Followers 2 patch, but hopefully it'll be pretty soon after that. Then we just need to make sure that they're triggering properly and that you know it's an enjoyable PvE experience. So it is something I want to work on, but we have other stuff we need to work on too. So
this is something that's very near and dear to my heart. As you guys know, I've been testing the Purge for a few weeks now via live stream, and it's kind of crazy, guys. It's all over the place. It may even be worse on the test live. I can't pinpoint it at this point, so I'm not going to point any fingers or blame. It may be something on my end. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. But they do acknowledge, at least, that the Purge system needs to be looked at, overhauled, worked on, everything like that. However, from the way that he's talking about it, it sounds like maybe it's on the back burner at this point in time. And There are other things in the game that need fixed a little bit more than the Purge. However, I do think they need to sit down, like they did with Followers, sit down, look at the Purge, look at the mechanics, and say, is this working? Is this what we want it to do? And then come up with a plan going forward to fix it properly. Take the time, take the effort, don't rush things, make it right from the get-go, and just focus on it, focus on it, focus on it. And that's all that I had to cover with you guys today. If you want to watch the whole live stream, that'll be linked in the description of the video. There is also a fantastic write-up on the forums by Multigun where he recaps it. So if you're not someone that wants to watch it and you'd prefer to read it, he has a great recap over on the forums. I will put a link in the description to that as well. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. I'll catch you next time. Peace. I'd like to give a big shout out to all my YouTube members. Y'all are absolute legends. Thank you to all my subscribers for your continued support, likes, comments, and general awesomeness. If you're not subscribed, you can start your free trial today and cancel at any time. Clicking the bell is highly recommended so you don't miss out on my next upload. There's a couple of videos on the screen. You can follow me over there to continue the conversation.